So I think it's a good time to be discussing politics. I think when Parliament is mid-session, and that too with women, because as we know, women are very candid. We don't hold back. So I think this is going to be a very free and frank discussion. Sushmita, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you. Priyanka, I'll begin with you. You know, we are seeing, this is a time where, as I said, it's mid-parliament session. We're seeing a lot of action happening in terms of outside parliament, not inside parliament, jahan hona chahiye. But one good move that is happening is, at least from the opposition rank, the opposition is coming together. Do you see this kind of unity that is building up to last till 24?
I'm sure they will last till 24, until unless someone doesn't choose to derail it. But it is the time for the opposition parties to get together on this issue where it concerns. Just before me, we had a Punjab MP talking about what was happening in Punjab. The same way we are seeing in Maharashtra as well, where constitution, democracy, everything is being put on hold to have BJP have their way. And this cannot continue forever. And people are watching, people understand that having concentrated power in one person or one party does not work in India. We've seen that during Indira Gandhi ji's time. We're seeing that now. So there was a declared emergency, which we keep harping about, which all the BJP spokespersons keep talking about, and there's an undeclared emergency. And the need of the hour is for all the opposition to get together and ensure that we strategically put up a good fight and put up a strong fight.
Which brings me to you, Sushmita, because this whole opposition coming together and putting up a fight, I was talking to opposition leader, he's saying, how will they come together for 24 जब vice president के election में the entire opposition did not vote together, तो ये unity 24 तक कब तक चलेगी? And your party was the one that did not.
First of all, Priya, I thought this show was on women empowerment, but you are allowed everything, every question, and we come from a party where we don't avoid the media, and we are very happy to answer all the questions. So yes, the person who said vice president ke chunav mein kya hua, kya nahi hua, I would like to tell you that opposition unity is not about a president of India's election or a vice president's election. It has to be something that has to be very carefully stitched state-wise. It's a very fine balancing act, and to oversimplify, to say, are you standing at the Gandhi statue together or are you at the Vijay Chowk together, is oversimplifying something which needs very careful stitching. But I think what's important, and people who are for opposition unity, and there are many people in this country who want the opposition to unite, I'd like to tell them that it has been done before. It has been done before with the UPA, as you've seen. It has been done at times before election results, and there's every possibility of doing it after election results. So I don't think we need to jump the gun, but I assure you, Priya, irrespective of all the voices of concerns for opposition unity, it doesn't matter who's standing under which statue. When it comes to any issue that's impacted the nation, we've stood with the opposition, and I think my good friend Priyanka will stand true to that, and she will tell you that if you were to ask her.
I will ask her, but first I will ask of Rajita, because unity is, against one party. So how do you, see all these moves that are happening? And my other question is, why do you make a big deal of Rahul Gandhi's Cambridge speech? Was it just to build up Rahul Gandhi? Does the BJP prefer a Rahul Gandhi versus Modi fight?
A very good afternoon. I think I anticipated these questions. I will start with a few lines in Hindi. मिलकर कहते थे शहर के सारे जुगनू सूरज को आज उगने नहीं देंगे. सूरज उग भी रहा है और सूरज में चमक भी ज़्यादा है. बड़ी नम्रता के साथ यह बात मैं कहना चाहती हूँ. I say this with all humility, but with a lot of conviction at my command. And as far as opposition unity is concerned, I would definitely convey my best wishes to all of them. I think opposition should be strong, and that's the hallmark of a good democracy. We, the ruling dispensation, would like the opposition to be strong. But the fact remains that, unfortunately, in fact, this is not happening, and people understand what's what. So I think when people have gone all out to bless Honorable Prime Minister Modi and his entire team of workers. I think there is something wrong with the opposition parties. Otherwise, why election after election the scoreboard would say something which is not in their favor and which is in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party? So I think it's the time for all of them to sit together or sit individually and look within themselves as to what's going wrong. I think for that matter, they cannot blame the BJP. If BJP is winning, I think BJP is winning because we are moving ahead with Parishram and Parakram. We are doing a lot of hard work. We are with the people, we are for the people. The schemes are not just announced, we are implementing each and every scheme properly on the ground. We are on ground zero, and that's what will be advised. Now, as far as Rahul Gandhi, the second issue is concerned, see, it's not a question of propping up Rahul Gandhi. I think we just heard the earlier speaker. She was talking about Rahul Gandhi and she was saying all kinds of things against him, but I would definitely like to say that we wish him good luck, but the fact remains that he cannot go beyond the boundaries of the nation and say things against the country and its systems. To kind of, say anything and everything against Prime Minister Modi and the government. And he has every right, he is well within his right as an opposition leader to say anything he wants to say. But I think when we talk of our nation, when we talk of our nation's dignity, I think there has to be maturity when you go beyond the boundaries of the nation. It's not just Rahul Gandhi, anybody, so to say. I also, as a member of parliament or any other citizen of the country goes abroad, must be within his or her Lakshman Rekha. See, there are areas where we cannot actually enter into. And I think 140 crore Indians have been watching Rahul Gandhi in Cambridge, abroad, and the way he spoke. And I'm sure, again with a lot of confidence, I can say not one person will side with him the way he spoke there. I don't think anybody will approbate that.
Okay, the Congress spokesperson का message आया कि उनको सूरत जाना पड़ रहा है because of the case, so she won't come. But Priyanka, एक one political सवाल, then I want to ask you about something else. ये यूनिटी को देखकर अभी जो डिनर हुआ था वहाँ पे राहुल गांधी ने जो वीर सावरकर के बारे में बोला, सो योर पार्टी स्टेड अवे. तो ये आपको लगता है ये ऑपोजिशन यूनिटी आइडियोलॉजिकली है या रीजनल एस्पिरेशंस की वजह से नहीं हो रही है? वेयर डू यू सी द क्रैक्स?
तो सबसे पहले प्रिया, आई जस्ट लाइक टू आंसर टू दैट 4 लाइन शायरी दैट शी सेड. सूर्योदय होता है, प्रकोप भी होता है, सूर्यास्त भी होता है. ये प्रकृति का नियम है. तो जो सनराइज होता है, सनसेट भी होता है, और नया दिन नया सवेरा होता है, और इस रात की सुबह भी होती है. तो ये मैं 4 लाइन में इनको जवाब देना चाह रही थी. रही बात हमारे पार्टी, जैसे सुष्मिता जी ने कहा, इश्यूज़ में आप हमसे ये पूछे, इश्यूज़ में हम लोग कुछ अलग बात कर रहे हैं, कुछ अंतर है. जब टीएमसी कहती है कि अदानी पे बातचीत होनी चाहिए, जब हम कहते हैं जेपीसी होना चाहिए, जब हम कहते हैं 2014 से आपने वादा किया था कि आप क्लीन गवर्नेंस देंगे, यहाँ पर सीधा एक सवाल उठ खड़ा होता है कि अदानी जी पे कृपा किसने दिखाई? 2014 से जो उनकी प्रगति हुई है, काश हमारे देशवासियों की होती, काश हमारा पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़ता, काश हमारे देश में 80 करोड़ लोगों को राशन, मुफ्त का राशन लेने की ज़रूरत ना पड़ती. ये हम चाहते हैं प्रगति हो. पर एक ही इंसान की जहाँ पे अदानी बढ़ाओ कार्यक्रम चल रहा है, 2023 से जनवरी से अदानी बचाओ कार्यक्रम चल रहा है, जिसकी वजह से आप पार्लियामेंट नहीं चलने दे रहे हैं. तो इशू सबके अलग हैं. हम गांधी स्टैच्यू के सामने खड़े हों, हम प्रोटेस्ट करें, पार्लियामेंट में प्रोटेस्ट करें, काला पट्टा बांध कर करें, काले कपड़े पहन कर करें, मुद्दा सबका एक है. And that is what opposition unity should be. And I think it is time that the media started asking tough questions of the government of the day, rather than asking the opposition, when are you all getting united? I think you all should ask the Prime Minister, what happened to the promises you made to the people? Ask her, she's a BJP spokesperson, she will tell you. She will try and give you the answers. That why is it that there is only one company, one group which has managed to succeed by leaps and bounds? You don't have the CBI at their neck. You don't have the ED at their neck. You don't have the SFI at their neck. You don't have the DRI at their neck. You don't have even SEBI opening their mouth. And look at the speed at which they function when it comes to the opposition leaders, political opposition. So that is the difference, and that is where the opposition stands united. And I think the nation stands united on this particular issue.
आपको जवाब देना, I'll go to Sushmita on.
देखिए, ऐसा है कि जहाँ तक अदानी और उनकी संस्था की बात है, मैं बहुत स्पष्ट तरीके से कहना चाहती हूँ कि यह जो अदानी का मामला है, यह सुप्रीम कोर्ट पे पहुँच गया है, आप सबको ज्ञात है। और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा हम एक्सपर्ट कमेटी बनाएंगे। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में 6 मेंबर की एक्सपर्ट कमेटी भी बनी है और वह अपना काम कर रही है। और उसके बाद दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी हो जाएगा जब एक्सपर्ट कमेटी का रिपोर्ट आ जाएगा। हम सब थोड़ा संयम, थोड़ा धैर्य रखें, और जैसे कि आप संयम धैर्य रखेंगे वैसा हम भी रखेंगे। और मैं कहूँगी हम इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं उस रिपोर्ट का, जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा। और जहाँ तक देखिए बातों को उठाने का सवाल है, एक पर एक संसद अधिवेशन को बंद करने का सवाल है, तो ये करते आ रहे हैं। आप याद करें राफेल इशू, आप याद करें पेगासस, आप याद करें जीएसटी, आप याद करें डीमोनेटाइजेशन, आप याद करें सेंट्रल विस्टा, और हर बार ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट गए और हर बार मुंह की खानी पड़ी। दे हैड टू बाइट द डस्ट। सो आई थिंक एज फार एज भारतीय जनता पार्टी इज कंसर्न्ड, वी आर वर्किंग with a lot of sincerity, lot of determination, and we have, I think we are quite transparent, and I think let the Supreme Court decide. Let's not question the wisdom of the honorable judges of the Supreme Court.
We
Thank
have
you.
a fine lawyer over here also, but Sushmita, why is it कि जो भी इन्होंने examples दिए हैं, they have got vindicated by the courts? And दूसरा, the issue that I wanted to ask you is in terms of this unity thing, there is, we are seeing within the BJP, within the opposition also, एक थर्ड फंड बना जा रहा है जिसकी स्पेयर हेडिंग ममता बनर्जी कर रही हैं, वहाँ तेलंगाना पार्टी वाले कर रहे हैं. सो इज़ देयर अ फीलिंग कि कांग्रेस इज़ नॉट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन, तो एक आप अपने अलग से फ्रंट बनाएंगे?
See, let me put one thing at rest. There are certain facts that people have to understand and no one can deny those facts. One is, after the Bharatiya Janata Party, the largest vote share in the country is with the Indian National Congress. Okay? So neither Mamata Banerjee, my leader and Chief Minister of Bengal, or nor anybody from my party has ever denied that. It is very simple. But I think, I'm at the cost of repeating myself, I would like to say that please don't let this narrative be put in the public domain, oh, everybody against Modi. No, it's not about an individual. Okay. It's about a country. It's about democracy. It's about civil liberties. It's about freedom of speech. It's about all of these things. It is about all of these things. And let's face it, BJP does not have the majority share, vote share in this country. They won with, I think, 40% approximately. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So the rest of India is not voting with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So that's the challenge, that how do we galvanize that? Because that's the opinion we are looking at, and every leader, no matter which state they are in, they are studying it very carefully and something will come together. You know, one thing I want to say, Priyanka, just give me 30 seconds. You see, it is very simple. You know, the grand old party is not here. Supriya Srinath is not here. But let me tell you, it's not the first time Rahul Gandhi ji has gone abroad and spoken against the Prime Minister and BJP. Am I right, Priyanka ji? 2 साल से वो 17 में भी गए, 18 में भी गए. ये अहम सवाल है कि ऐसा इस सत्र में क्या हुआ कि आपने सदन को रोक दिया कि राहुल गांधी माफी मांगो. उसका एक ही कारण है, अदानी. और दूसरी चीज मैं ये कह दूं, प्रियंका जी आपको बोलेंगे, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट जो the expert committee through which Supreme Court is looking into this matter cannot call the Prime Minister into question. If anybody can call the Adani Prime Minister's so-called nexus into question, it is the Parliament that can make the Prime Minister accountability. So you cannot say Supreme Court ने expert committee बिठा दिया तो सदन को आप you cannot make the Parliament defunct. It's the highest body of accountability in a democracy. We can call the Prime Minister of India to answer. And इसमें डरने की क्या बात है? अगर आपके पास सब जवाब है, तो आपको उस सदन में चर्चा करनी चाहिए. Another thing, Priya, let me tell you, the entire session this time has been stalled by the Bharatiya Janata Party saying Rahul Gandhi maafi mango. और ताज्जुब की बात ये है, राहुल जी को डिस्क्वालीफाई हुए 7 दिन हो गए, अभी भी सदन के अंदर बोल रहे राहुल जी माफी मांगो, जो सदन में है ही नहीं,
और राज्यसभा में भी।
हाँ, राज्यसभा में भी. So one single reason is this. I am not saying it's one single reason. BJP is damn scared of debating Adani in the parliament. You can be rest assured of that. You can be rest assured of that.
ये जो you wanted to come in?
जस्ट वन थिंग, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का क्योंकि बार बार हवाला दिया जाता है, रफेल में देखिए, इसमें देखिए, ये सारे ये सील्ड एनवेलप्स के बारे में मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ, ये चीफ जस्टिस ने अभी कुछ दिन पहले कहा है कि जो सील्ड एनवेलप में सारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन आती हैं उसको ख़त्म करने की प्रक्रिया, क्योंकि आजकल तुषार मेहता जी हों, कोई हों, वो बार बार कहते थे सील्ड एनवेलप में हम जवाब दे देंगे. चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया ने कहा है ये प्रथा ख़त्म होनी चाहिए. ये भी अभी जो आ रहा है, और ये जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इन्वेस्टिगेशन का दायरा है वो पॉलिटिकल करप्शन का नहीं है, क्रोनी कैपिटलिज्म का नहीं है. उन्होंने बस ये मैंडेट दिया है कि सेबी जो हमारा रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क है, क्या वो पुख्ता है कि अगर इस तरीके की कोई कार्रवाई हो, कुछ किस्सा हो, वो इन्वेस्टिगेट कर पाए. पर यहाँ पर तो चिड़िया चुग गई खेत वाला काम है. सेबी शांत बैठी हुई है. सेबी की जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि बताएं कि यहाँ पे ये शेल कंपनीज इतना पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रही थी, इतना उनका शेयर पंप इन कर रही थी, इन्वेस्टर्स का पैसा LIC हो, SBI हो, बाकी सारे बैंक्स हो, नेशनलाइज बैंक्स हो, अभी तो पेंशन फंड का भी आ रहा है कि पेंशन फंड भी उसी में जमा है. तो आप समझ सकते हैं हम सबकी एक तो ना पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़ा, और जो हमारी गाढ़ी मेहनत की कमाई है, जो हमने सेविंग्स में डाली हुई है, वो भी आपने अदानी स्टॉक में लगा दिया. तो कहाँ तक आप उनको लोन देते रहेंगे, कहाँ तक आप उनके शेयर मार्केट में पैसा डालते रहेंगे, और आप इन्वेस्टिगेशन में नहीं करेंगे. तो जो पॉलिटिकल करप्शन की बात है, जो JPC की डिमांड है, JPC की डिमांड क्या है कि आप ED, IT, CBI, SFIO, DRI, अदानी जी को भी बुलाना पड़े, अदानी जी को भी कटघरे में खड़ा करें. वो CFO जो कहते हैं, तिरंगा पीछे लगा के कहते हैं दिस इज एंटी नेशनल, उनसे पूछो किस तरीके से एंटी नेशनल हो गया, आपकी कंपनी एंटी नेशनल हो गई. कंपनी के बारे में अगर सवाल उठा लिए तो ये सब दायरे में आएंगे. और ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन JPC की मांग पहली नहीं है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरे 2004 से लेकर 14 तक यही तो रोना रो रही थी. कितने इन्वेस्टिगेशंस हुए कि नहीं हुए. सो यू हैव टू, इफ यू बिलीव इन द आइडिया ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, अलाउ द ट्रूथ टू बी आउट इन द फ्रंट ऑफ द पीपल ना. उनके सामने उनको ये फीलिंग होने दो, हाँ हमारी सरकार ने, हमारे मोदी जी इतने साफ सुथरे हैं कि मोदी जी ने कहा करो जो कार्रवाई करनी है, मैं सबका जवाब दूंगा. दिया, प्यार किया तो डरना क्या.
हाँ. पर अगर आपको लगता है, जो यहाँ सब कह रहे हैं कि आप क्या डर गए हैं अडानी को लेके, और इज देयर सम अदर रीज़न वाई आप सोचते हैं कि अडानी इशू शुड नॉट बी डिस्कस्ड ऑन द फ्लोर ऑफ द हाउस. एक तो आपने बोला है कि कोर्ट में मामला है, कोर्ट की कमेटी उनको देखेगी, लेकिन ये जो परसेप्शन बन रहा है, जो ये कोशिश भी कर रहे हैं ऑपोजिशन, जैसे कि करप्शन का कुछ ना कुछ आए, PMO तक आए टैग, तो दिस इज, क्योंकि अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने भी कहा था ED इज़ एक्चुअली यूनाइटिंग द ऑपोजिशन, सो दे आर सेइंग कि भाई आपके पास भी है, देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग.
My dear friend, against this backdrop, let me remind you that we have won 3 elections in the Northeast, and we won 5 elections last year. 5 state governments of Bharatiya Janata Party, and 3 governments in Northeast, very recently done ours. So people have faith in the policy and intention of Prime Minister Modi and his entire team. Let us not forget that. And I must say that to me it seems as though cynicism has become the national disease of India. Why should the opposition parties put a question mark on the credibility, the efficiency, the capability, and the ability of all these institutions, constitutional institutions? Judiciary is bad, judiciary cannot be trusted. Executive is bad, executive cannot be trusted. ED, CBI, everybody is bad. It's not that. All these are constitutional bodies. And I think कहीं ना कहीं हमें इनकी कार्यकारिता पर विश्वास रखना होगा. कहीं ना कहीं सकारात्मकता की देश में ज़रूरत है. आप सब एक हों, और ये तो हमारे मोदी जी के लिए और हम सब के लिए बड़ा अच्छा लक्षण है. अगर सारे लोग एक व्यक्ति के विरुद्ध खड़े हो जाएं तो इसका अर्थ है कि वह व्यक्ति सही रास्ते पर जा रहा है.
ये सुष्मिता ने यही कहा था कि दिस इज द नैरेटिव दैट दे वांट, वन अगेंस्ट दैट एवरीबडी अगेंस्ट मोदी. बट माय क्वेश्चन इज कि अभी जब मैम ने अपराजिता जी ने कहा था कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट में चुनाव हुए थे, वहाँ तो अडानी मामला नहीं था. कर्नाटक में चुनाव होंगे, आई डोंट थिंक अडानी मामला इज गोइंग टू रेज विन और लूज कर्नाटक इलेक्शंस. सो इज द ऑपोजिशन पिकिंग द रॉन्ग इशू?
See, let me tell you something. That first of all, in Meghalaya, BJP didn't win, NPP won. They got lesser seats than Trinamool Congress and Indian National Congress. They got 2 seats.
But your friend Hemanta is treating it as a victory anyway.
Sorry?
As your friend Hemanta is treating it as a BJP NDA victory.
No, Hemanta can treat anything like anyhow. I mean, and he's a better friend of yours than mine. So what I'm saying is that I'm just putting, some facts on record. And in Nagaland, they didn't even contest all the seats. Okay? So let's get that fact straight. BJP did not win all 3 elections. Yes, they won Tripura. I have to accept that. So now coming back to your question is, you were saying that what are the issues that we take to the people? See, if winning an election makes everything right in a democracy, then let's not forget for 56 years BJP was not in power. But they consistently opposed all the wrong policies of the Indian National Congress. So all I'm saying is, please understand that there are several states in which BJP is not in power. They are not in power in Andhra. They are not in power in Telangana. They are not in power in West Bengal. They are not in power in Bihar. Okay, and so on and so forth. So let us not go into who's won how many states and what is, the election result. If something is wrong in a democracy, you've heard it before, the norm is the opposition must have its say, and obviously the party with the numbers and the mandate will have its way because they have the votes in parliament. So why crush the vote of the opposition? अगर आपको अपने डेवलपमेंट एजेंडा पे इतना भरोसा है, अगर चुनाव पे चुनाव जीतने के बाद आपके अंदर इतना आत्मविश्वास है, तो आप डिबेट से क्यों डरते हैं? करिए ना डिबेट. You cannot on one hand say Modi is very good, Modi ji is very good, we are winning election after election, we are the best party in the history of India, and then fear a debate. Those two things are contradictory. Opposition को बोलने दीजिए ना, क्या है? डरिए नहीं. इतना इलेक्शन पे इलेक्शन आप लोग जीत रहे हैं, सदन पे चर्चा होने दीजिए ना. आपकी तरफ अच्छे वक्ता हैं, हमारे तरफ अच्छे वक्ता है, यही तो इसी को तो वाइब्रेंट डेमोक्रेसी कहते हैं.
लेकिन ये डेमोक्रेसी का एक ये भी है, द आयरनी ऑफ इट और द वाइब्रेंसी ऑफ इट के स्टेट इलेक्शन चाहे बीजेपी हार जाए, लेकिन नेशनल इलेक्शंस अंडर मोदी बीजेपी हैज़ बिन विनिंग. एंड अभी भी अगर देखा जाए, आई थिंक स्मृति ईरानी इज सून जॉइनिंग अस, बट आई हर्ड हर से अनदर टॉक शो दैट दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस टाइम इवन मोर टू बेटर द लास्ट इलेक्शंस. सो आपका बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम है दैट यू डोंट हैव एनी फेस और इशू टू काउंटर मोदी.
I want to ask the people of this country, the voters of this country, how many of y'all have voted on the face till this election, till Mr. Modi arrived on the scene? Y'all have voted on the basis of issues. Why are we reducing it to individuals? There are several issues. Farmers के issues हैं, महिलाओं के issues हैं, युवाओं के issues हैं, बेरोजगारी है, अर्थव्यवस्था बिगड़े जा रही है. चाइना एक तरफ से सवार है, पाकिस्तान एक फेल्ड नेशन है, वो आतंकी हमले कर सकता है. चाइना और पाकिस्तान मिलकर कुछ कर सकते हैं. वहाँ पे रशिया यूक्रेन का वॉर चल रहा है, हमारे प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. So people will vote on issues, and people will vote on the basis of those who respect the constitution and the democratic principles of this country. And let me tell you, the Prime Minister on one hand at G20 is talking about being mother of democracy, fountainhead of democracy, and on the other hand we are trying to show that we are such a sensitive democracy that one opposition leader going and saying something about India's democracy will have the entire democratic model coming crashing down. So this doesn't work. So there are too many dichotomies that exist. So we will fight it out, and this fight is not just for winning. This fight is for keeping the soul of this nation alive, which is democracy.
So last question to you, Prajita. अगर आपको लगता है, everybody is talking about faces, but supposing the BJP fights without Modi, what are the chances of their winning? With Modi, there is a strong chance. BJP without Modi,
see, we are winning, of course, because our leader is very good. He leads from the front. Number one. And number two, don't forget that we go to the people with our report card. Which party in the country has the courage to go to the people with a report card? We go with our development agenda. Let me give you two figures. We, as an economy, let me tell you, one point of time, we were just 5% of the US economy in terms of dollars. And in the last 9 and 10 years, we have become 14% of the US economy in terms of dollars. We are the fastest growing economy, pre and post COVID, and we are the 5th largest economy. And by 2030, we are supposed to be, the way we are moving, I think would be the 3rd largest economy. We would be ensuring that, Germany goes behind us. We have just left Britain behind and we have come forward to the 5th position. So we are showing work on all fronts. I mean, we don't have time. Otherwise, it's a long list of the achievements of this government, which I could have actually placed before this esteemed audience. Thank you so much.
30 seconds, just one 30 seconds I'd want to say. There's something I had raised earlier also. There was a very fiery debate happening between Jawaharlal Nehru and Rajaji, where Jawaharlal Nehru ji got up and he was a prime minister then. When he got up and he said, you may talk what you want, but I have numbers on my side. And Rajaji got up and said, you might have numbers on your side, I have brains on my side. So that is the difference. So you can continue talking about the numbers, but issues won't go away.
The last words had been given to me, by the way.
I just want to say one line. Those who have studied world history, हिटलर के ज़माने में जर्मनी का इकोनॉमी भी बहुत अच्छा चला था. ये मैं कहना चाहती हूँ.
I must give her the last word on that. Oh, but I have to...
ये ना भूलें कि अभी वर्ल्ड सर्वे रिपोर्ट आया है और फिर से आप चाहें ना चाहें आप चाहें ना चाहें प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी फिर से विश्व स्तर पर सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता के रूप में उभर कर आए हैं तो तालियां दीजिए. धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत.
That answers my question on BJP with Modi. I don't know what BJP without Modi, whether we'll get so many claps or not, but definitely with Modi, he's getting the claps. But thank you all for this very out of syllabus debate. Sushmita was right. I lured you under false pretenses. But I think women should discuss politics and not just...
I know, Priya, you told us this is on women empowerment.
This is women
empowerment. If you had discussed, all three of us would have agreed. All three of us would have had no difference of opinion if you discussed women empowerment.
Well, I've empowered 3 very strong candidates, I think, for the next elections. So thank you for coming here. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank you very much.